It's all natural. Turkey raised with no added hormones or steroids. That was the other thing that I wanted to mention earlier. I look for that as well in my meat products. Also, I don't see the antibiotic statement. I usually look for antibiotic free because a lot of times the animals are in these conditions, and I know we've probably all seen the really bad videos. I'm still not a vegetarian, but it is a very real problem with the way we raise our animals for food or for the food supply, and they're prone to infections and stuff, and so that's why antibiotics are used prophylactically before they even get sick, and so they're being pumped with a lot of stuff, and it actually it lends to more antibiotic resistance in us because we're getting them without even choosing to get them in those scenarios. So that said, also, when you're raising those things and that runs off into the soil, then through their waste, then we're picking it up also through the environment. So all kinds of difficulty with that. However, they don't use hormones, they said. They don't use steroids. I don't know if they use antibiotics. And we will look here. So you've got, now this is 90% lean, and one burger is a serving size. Probably could have figured that out. 14 grams of fat and 4 grams of saturated fat. So if we were looking at 17 over the entire day, just be mindful that that's almost a third, a little under a third. No carbs, no sugar. Well, 1 gram of sugar. Sorry, they have to hold it together with something, so that's probably the gram of sugar that you're seeing. No fiber because it's meat, but 25 grams of protein per serving. So it's 149 gram serving size if you're looking at that. If you have a scale, that's why I'm bringing that up. I have a scale. I never use it, but some people do have scales, and that is helpful when you have the gram weight. Other than that, sodium 620, so it's not exactly very good with sodium. But other than that, you're getting a healthy amount of iron, if you're looking to supplement your iron and potassium. Some rosemary in there. Garlic, onion powder, spices. No MSG, I'm noticing. So, I think that's because this is their all-natural line. So not a lot of preservatives in there. So I don't think much is going to come up in this one. We shall see. Dun, dun, dun. Drum roll.
Good.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like it's
just
like
the sodium a bit too much sodium.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, 620 is pretty high. Relatively speaking, daily, many of us get much more than this, but a good sodium guide is no more than 2 grams. And that's even a little high. If you're on a sodium restricted diet, that would be way too high. You'd be at like a gram and a half, or like 1.3, 1.2 is very conservative on sodium, so just be mindful of that. But most of us get more than 2 grams. Obviously with something like this, say if I were to have something like this, and then the bun is probably another 300 milligrams of sodium, because breads usually have quite a bit of salt, just inherently. So I'm already at almost a gram just between the bun and the turkey patty, let alone if I add cheese, or a condiment, don't get me started on it. Say I'm not even having fries, say I'm being relatively good. I have my low carb bun. I often do that. Low carb bun, I'm going to get 300 milligrams of sodium. I'm going to get 620 from this. I'm already at almost a gram. If I add cheese and ketchup, maybe, I'm probably a gram and a half. Easy. So just be mindful of that.